खरे शोधिता 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 है, मना बोधिता 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 है. परी सर्वहि सज्जनाचे नियोगे, बरा निश्चयो पाविजे सानुरागे. In this shloka, Samarth Ramdas teaches that the search for truth is a continuous inner journey. When a seeker sincerely keeps searching for the ultimate reality, the truth slowly begins to reveal itself. Similarly, when the mind is repeatedly guided towards wisdom, understanding gradually awakens within. However, the saint emphasizes that true realization does not happen in isolation. The company of virtuous people, satsang, or association with the wise plays a crucial role in spiritual growth. Good company helps the mind stay focused on truth, removes confusion, and strengthens faith. When one remains close to noble and spiritually awakened people, the mind develops a clear and loving conviction about the path of truth. The conviction is not forced, it arises naturally through devotion, reflection, and the influence of enlightened souls. Thus, Samarth Ramdas reminds us that the sincere seeking combined with the guidance of noble companions leads the mind towards clarity, devotion, and ultimately spiritual realization. बहुता परिकूसरी तत्त्वजाडा, परियंतरी पाहिजे तो निवाडा. मनासार साचार ते वेगळे रे, समस्तांमध्ये एकते आगळे रे. In this profound verse, Samarth Ramdas reminds the mind that the world is full of numerous philosophies, doctrines, and intellectual arguments. Many people analyze spiritual truth in different ways, like branches spreading from a large tree of knowledge. However, merely debating or studying countless theories is not enough. The real decision about truth must happen within the heart and inner awareness. Only deep reflection, discrimination, and sincere introspection can reveal the essence of reality. Ramdas advises the mind to separate the true essence from superficial or misleading interpretations. Among the countless ideas and beliefs in the world, the ultimate truth is one, unique, and beyond comparison. The message of this shloka is clear. Do not get lost in countless intellectual discussions. Instead, seek the inner realization of truth. When the mind learns to distinguish the essential from the non essential, it naturally discovers the one extraordinary divine reality present in everything. नभे पिण्डज्ञाने नभे तत्त्वज्ञाने, समाधान काहि नभे तानमाने. नभे योगयागे नभे भोगत्यागे, समाधान ते सज्जनाचे नियोगे. In this profound verse, Samarth Ramdas teaches that true inner peace cannot be attained merely through intellectual knowledge or philosophical understanding. Knowing the body or studying spiritual principles alone does not guarantee satisfaction. Likewise, pride, ego, or social status cannot bring lasting contentment. The shloka further explains that even spiritual practices such as yoga, rituals, sacrifices, or extreme renunciation of worldly pleasures are not enough by themselves to achieve genuine peace of mind. These practices may guide a person, but they are not the ultimate source of fulfillment. According to the saint, the real key to inner satisfaction lies in the company of virtuous and enlightened people, the sajjan, noble souls. When we associate with wise, compassionate, and spiritually awakened individuals, their guidance naturally transforms our thoughts, actions, and character. Their presence awakens clarity, humility, and devotion within us. This shloka reminds us that the spiritual growth is not only about personal effort but also about the influence of good company. Surrounding ourselves with noble minds leads to wisdom, inner harmony, and lasting contentment. महाकाव्यतत्त्वादिके पञ्चकर्णे खुणे पाविसे सन्तसङ्गे विवरणे द्वितीयेऽसि सङ्केतसोदाविजेतो तया साडुनी चन्द्रमाभाविजेतो. Sant Samarth Ramdas explains the deeper way of understanding spiritual truth. The Mahavakyas and great philosophical teachings of the scriptures cannot be fully understood just by hearing them repeatedly or discussing them intellectually. Their true meaning reveals itself through the guidance of enlightened saints. Samarth Ramdas Swami says that when saints explain spiritual knowledge, they often use symbols, hints, or indications to point towards the ultimate truth. However, a seeker should not get attached to the indication itself. Instead, one must look beyond the symbol and realize the actual reality it points to. He beautifully compares this to a finger pointing at the moon. The wise person does not keep staring at the finger. They look at the moon. Similarly, spiritual teachings and words are only guides. The seeker must move beyond them to experience the truth directly. The message of this shloka is clear. True understanding arises through the company of saints and inner realization, not merely through intellectual study. When the mind learns to see beyond symbols and concepts, it begins to experience the ultimate truth. दिसेनासनीते चिशोधूनि पाहे बरे पाहता गुजते थे चियाहे करी घेऊ आता कदा आढळेना जनी सर्व कोंदाटले ते कळेना. In this verse, Samarth Ramdas reminds the mind to search for the truth that is invisible to ordinary perception. What truly matters in life is often not visible to the physical eyes. Therefore, one must look deeper with awareness and wisdom. The saint explains that when we carefully observe life with sincerity, we discover that the greatest spiritual secret already exists within us. The divine truth is not somewhere far away. It is hidden in our own inner consciousness. However, people fail to realize this because they are constantly surrounded by worldly noise, distractions, and attachments. In such crowded mental spaces, the subtle presence of truth becomes difficult to notice. The message of this shloka is clear. Seek inner clarity rather than external accumulation. When the mind becomes calm and introspective, the hidden spiritual mystery reveals itself naturally. म्हणे जाणता तो जनी मूर्ख पाहे अतर्कासी तर्की असा कोण आहे जनी मी पणे पाहता पाहवेना तया लक्षिता वेगळे राहवेना. This verse highlights the difference between true wisdom and worldly perception. The shloka explains that a truly enlightened person may appear foolish in the eyes of ordinary people. This happens because spiritual understanding often goes beyond logic and intellectual debate. The verse also reminds us that the ultimate truth cannot always be grasped through reasoning alone. Human logic has limits, and spiritual reality often lies beyond argument and analysis. When a person is deeply attached to ego or the sense of I, it becomes difficult to see the deeper truth of existence. However, when the ego dissolves and true awareness arises, the seeker realizes that the divine truth is inseparable from everything. At that moment, the difference between the self and the supreme reality disappears. One cannot remain separate from that realization. Samarth Ramdas therefore encourages seekers to go beyond ego and intellectual pride. True wisdom is not about proving oneself right, but about realizing the deeper unity of life and truth. बहुशास्त्र धुंडाळिता वाड आहे जया निश्चयो ऐकतो ही नसाहे मती भांडती शास्त्र बोधे विरोधे गती खुंटती ज्ञानबोधे प्रबोधे. This shloka delivers a powerful message about the limitations of intellectual debate and excessive dependence on scriptures. He explains that searching endlessly through many scriptures often creates confusion, rather than clarity. When people read numerous philosophical texts, their minds may become crowded with different interpretations. Instead of reaching a firm conclusion, they may struggle to decide what is truly correct. The saint points out that scholars frequently argue with each other based on scriptural interpretations. Each intellect defends its own understanding, leading to debates and contradictions. As a result, the mind becomes entangled in arguments rather than moving towards spiritual realization. The deeper message of this shloka is that true wisdom is not achieved through endless intellectual conflict. When knowledge becomes merely theoretical or argumentative, spiritual progress slows down. Real understanding arises from inner realizations, clarity of mind, and guidance from enlightened saints, not from constant disputes over philosophical ideas. Samarth Ramdas therefore advises seekers to focus on genuine insight rather than intellectual pride. When the mind becomes quiet and sincere, knowledge transforms into wisdom and spiritual progress begins. श्रुतिन्यायमीमांसके स्मृतिवेदवेदान्तवाक्ये विचित्रे स्वयेषेषु मौनावला स्थिरपाहे मना सर्वसाणीव साण्डूनराहे. This shloka highlights the limitation of intellectual debate and scriptural analysis in realizing ultimate truth. Samarth Ramdas explains that the Shrutis, Nyaya, Mimamsa, logic, Smritis, Vedas, and Vedantic statement offers numerous interpretations and philosophical arguments. These scriptures are profound, yet their variety can also create confusion when approached only through reasoning and debate. The saint points out that even Sheshnag, symbolizing infinite knowledge, ultimately remains silent before the supreme reality. This silence represents the truth that ultimate wisdom cannot be fully expressed in words or arguments. Therefore, the mind is advised to drop the constant urge to analyze everything intellectually. True realization comes not from endless study or logical disputes, but from inner stillness and direct spiritual experience. He gently guides the seeker to go beyond the noise of intellectual knowledge and rest in pure awareness. When the mind lets go of excessive reasoning and becomes quiet, the deeper truth naturally reveals itself. जिणेमक्षिका भक्षिणीजाणिवेची तया भोजनाची रुचि प्राप्त कैची अहं भावज्या मानसी चाविरेना तया ज्ञान हे अन्नपोटी जिरेना. This shloka highlights how ego blocks the digestion of true knowledge. The verse uses a powerful metaphor to explain spiritual ignorance. Ramdas Swami says that when a fly falls into food, the appetite immediately disappears. In the same way, when the mind is filled with ego or ahankar, it loses the ability to truly absorb wisdom. Knowledge may be heard, read, or discussed, but it does not transform the person. The verse emphasizes that ego is the biggest obstacle to spiritual understanding. A person whose mind is dominated by pride cannot internalize knowledge. Just as contaminated food cannot be enjoyed, wisdom cannot nourish a mind polluted by arrogance. He further advises seekers to cultivate humility and self-awareness. When ego dissolves, knowledge becomes meaningful and begins to nourish the inner self. Only then can true wisdom settle within the heart and guide one towards clarity and liberation. नकोरे मनावाद हा खेदकारी नकोरे मना भेदनाना विकारी नकोरे मनाशी कवू पुढिलांसी अहं भावजो राहिला तू जपासी. This shloka offers a powerful reminder about the dangers of ego and unnecessary debate. In this verse, the poet advises the mind to avoid arguments that only lead to sorrow and inner disturbance. When discussions turn into ego battles, they create divisions, negativity, and emotional unrest. Such debates rarely lead to wisdom. Instead, they strengthen pride and attachment to one's own opinions. The shloka also warns against the tendency to preach or instruct others while still holding on to personal ego. Teaching others without self-purification becomes hypocrisy. True wisdom is not about proving oneself right, but about cultivating humility and self awareness. Samarth Ramdas emphasizes that as long as ego or ahambhav remains within us, our guidance to others lacks authenticity. Spiritual growth begins with inner transformation, not with correcting others. The deeper message of this shloka is that peace arises when we let go of ego driven arguments and focus on self improvement. Instead of trying to change the world through debate, one should first purify the mind and cultivate humility. अहंता गुणे सर्व ही दुःख होते, मुखे बोलिले ज्ञान ते व्यर्थ जाते. सुखी राहता सर्व ही सुख आहे, अहंता तुझी शोधूनि पाहे. In this shloka, Samarth Ramdas highlights the hidden source of human suffering, ego or ahankara. He explains that most of our pain arises from the egoistic tendency within us. When ego dominates the mind, even true knowledge spoken by the mouth becomes meaningless, because wisdom cannot take root in a heart filled with pride. The shloka reminds us that real happiness is simple and already present, but ego blinds us from experiencing it. Instead of seeking faults in the world, Ramdas urges the mind to look within and identify its own ego. Self-reflection is the first step towards inner peace. The core message is clear: abandon ego, practice humility, and happiness naturally follows. Knowledge becomes powerful only when supported by humility and genuine self-awareness. अहंता गुणे नीति सांडी विवेकी, अनीति बळे श्लाघ्यता सर्वलोकी. पर्यंतरी सर्व ही साक्षयेते, प्रमाणांतरे बुद्धि सांडूनि जाते. This shloka highlights how ego silently destroys wisdom and morality. The shloka explains that when ego takes control, even a wise and intelligent person may abandon ethical principles. Under the influence of arrogance, people sometimes justify wrong actions and even receive praises from the society, because the world often admires power and confidence rather than true righteousness. However, the shloka reminds us that the inner conscience always knows the truth. No matter how much recognition or appreciation one receives externally, the heart continues to witness the difference between right and wrong. This internal awareness becomes the real measure of our actions. Samarth Ramdas teaches that ego clouds judgment and weakens true wisdom. When pride dominates the mind, intellect loses its ability to evaluate truth properly. Therefore, the seeker must remain humble and self-aware. By keeping ego under control, a person preserves both moral integrity and clear judgment, which ultimately leads to inner peace and spiritual growth. देहे बुद्धिचा निश्चयो दृढ झाला, देहातीत तेहीत सांडीत गेला. देहे बुद्धि ते आत्मबुद्धी करावी, सदा संगती सज्जनाची धरावी. This shloka delivers a powerful message about overcoming body consciousness and realizing our true spiritual identity. The verse explains that when a person becomes firmly attached to the idea that I am only this body, they gradually lose sight of the higher truth that lies beyond the body. This attachment to the physical self limits spiritual growth and keeps the mind trapped in temporary pleasures and fears. Samarth Ramdas teaches that true wisdom begins when Deha Buddhi or body identity transform into Atma Buddhi or soul awareness. Instead of identifying only with the body, one should recognize the eternal nature of the soul. This shift in understanding brings clarity, peace, and spiritual progress. The shloka also emphasizes the importance of satsang, the company of noble and wise people. Good association shapes our thoughts, refines our understanding, and guides us towards self-realization. By staying connected with virtuous individuals, the mind gradually moves from ego and bodily attachment towards spiritual awareness. मने कल्पिला विषयो सोडवावा, मने देव निर्गुण तोळखावा. मने कल्पिता कल्पना ते सरावी, सदा संगती सज्जनाची धरावी. This shloka delivers a powerful message about mastering the mind and rising above illusion. It teaches that the mind itself creates attachment to worldly pleasures, and it is the same mind that must consciously let go of them. By directing the mind toward understanding the formless divine or Nirguna Brahman, one begins the journey towards true spiritual awareness. The shloka emphasizes that imagination and mental projections are temporary and should dissolve through awareness and discipline. Instead of getting trapped in desires and illusions, one should cultivate clarity and inner stillness. A key takeaway is the importance of satsang, keeping the company of wise and virtuous people. Such association helps refine thoughts, strengthen spiritual focus, and guide the mind towards truth. In essence, this verse highlights control your mind, detach from illusions, seek the formless truth, and stay connected with noble company to attain inner peace and liberation. देहादिक प्रापंच हा चिंतयेला परियंतरी लोभ निश्चित ठेला हरि चिंतने मुक्तिकांता करावी सदा संगती सज्जनाची धरावी. In this powerful verse, Samarth Ramdas warns that merely thinking about worldly life and bodily concerns keeps the mind trapped in attachment. Even when people appear thoughtful or spiritual, deep within the heart, there may still remain strong greed and desire. Such hidden attachment prevents true inner freedom. The shloka advises that instead of constantly worrying about worldly matters, the mind should focus on remembering and contemplating Hari. Continuous remembrance of the divine gradually purifies the heart and leads the seeker towards moksha. Another essential guidance in this verse is the importance of good company. Keeping the company of virtuous and wise people strengthens spiritual discipline, removes selfish tendencies, and keeps the mind aligned with higher values. अहंकार विस्तारलाया देहाचा स्त्रिया पुत्रमित्रादिके मोहत्यांचा बळे भ्रांती हे जन्म चिंता हरावी सदा संगती सज्जनाची धरावी. This powerful verse from Manachi Shlok teaches that ego grows through attachment to the body and worldly relationships such as spouse, children, and friends. When the mind identifies itself only with the body, it becomes trapped in pride, illusion, and constant anxiety about life and its struggles. Samarth Ramdas warns that these attachments strengthen delusion and make the mind restless. The solution is to remove this illusion with inner awareness and spiritual understanding. When a person realizes that life is temporary and the soul is beyond bodily identity, fear and worry about birth and worldly concerns begin to fade. The saint emphasizes a practical spiritual remedy. Keep the company of virtuous and wise people, satsang. Good association helps purify thoughts, reduce ego, and guide the mind towards truth, humility, and devotion. In essence, this shloka reminds us that ego and attachment create suffering, but wisdom and noble company lead the mind towards peace, clarity, and spiritual freedom. बरानिश्चयो शाश्वताचा करावा म्हणे दास संदेह तो विसरावा घडीने घडी सार्थकाची करावी सदा संगती सज्जनाची धरावी. This shloka gives a powerful reminder about living with clarity and purpose. In this verse, the saint advises the mind to develop a firm conviction in the eternal truth rather than getting lost in doubt and confusion. The line Bara Nishchayo Shashvatacha Karava encourages us to focus on what is permanent and spiritual instead of temporary worldly distractions. According to Ramdas Swami, a strong determination towards truth and righteousness helps the mind remain stable and peaceful. He further says, Sandeha to visarava, one should let go of unnecessary doubts. Doubts weakens faith and wastes valuable time that could otherwise be used for meaningful spiritual growth. Another key teaching in this shloka is the importance of using every moment wisely. The phrase "Ghadi ne ghadi sarthakachi dharavi" reminds us that every passing moment is precious. Each moment should be spent in actions that make life meaningful and spiritually fulfilling. Finally, the shloka concludes with a timeless instruction: always keep the company of wise and virtuous people, Sajjanachi Sangati. Good company guides the mind towards discipline, wisdom, and devotion. In essence, this shloka teaches us to develop firm faith in eternal values, remove doubts, make every moment meaningful. तिसु संत तो संत जाना, दुराशा गुणे जो नभे दैन्यवाणा. उपाधि देहे बुद्धि ते वाढवीते, परिसज्जना के विबाधु शकेते. In this verse, Samat Ramdas explains the true nature of a saint. A person should be recognized as a real saint not merely by appearance, but by their inner attitude and actions. One who lives with pure intentions, free from greed and selfish desires, truly embodies saintliness. Ramdas Swami highlights that excessive desires and ambitions create inner poverty and restlessness. When a person is driven by endless expectations, their mind becomes weak and dependent. A saint, however, remains content and detached from such cravings. The verse also reminds us that worldly titles, status, and identities often strengthen the illusion of body consciousness or ego. These labels can trap ordinary people in pride and attachment, but a true sajjan or a noble soul rises above such limitations. Ultimately, genuine saints remain unaffected by external recognition or social labels. Their wisdom and inner stability protect them from the distractions of ego and worldly identity. The key message is true saintliness lies in purity of mind, freedom from greed, and the ability to remain unaffected by worldly titles or ego. नसेयन्त आनन्त सन्तापुसावा, अहङ्कार विस्तार हानिरसावा. गुणे वीण निर्गुण तो आठवावा, देहे बुद्धीचा आठवून आठवावा. In this profound teaching, Samarth Ramdas reminds seekers that the infinite truth has no limit, and its depth can best be understood by learning from enlightened saints. Instead of expanding our ego and pride, we should gradually dissolve them, because ego only distances us from spiritual realization. The shloka also emphasizes remembering the nirguna or formless divine, which exists beyond worldly qualities and attributes. When we focus on this higher reality, the attachment to the physical body and worldly identity naturally weakens. In essence, the message is simple yet powerful. Reduce ego and remember the formless God, and transcend body-centered thinking. This inner transformation leads the mind towards peace, humility, and true spiritual awareness. The true wisdom begins when ego fades and the mind turns towards the limitless, formless divine reality. Dehe buddhi jnana bodhe tyajavi, viveke taye vastuchi bheti ghyavi. तदाकार हे वृत्ति नाही स्वभावे, म्हणोनी सदा तेची शोधित जावे. In this powerful verse, Samarth Ramdas teaches that true spiritual wisdom begins when we abandon Deha Buddhi, the false identification with the physical body. When a person gains real knowledge or Jnana Bodha, they realize that the body is temporary and not the true self. Through Viveka or the spiritual discrimination, one should strive to experience the ultimate truth, the eternal reality beyond the body and mind. However, the mind does not naturally remain absorbed in this higher state. Its tendency is to wander toward worldly attachments and distractions. Therefore, Ramdas Swami advises constant effort in spiritual inquiry and self-awareness. By repeatedly seeking the truth and reflecting on the divine essence within, the mind gradually becomes aligned with the higher reality. The core message is detach from body-centered identity, cultivate discrimination, and continuously search for the ultimate truth within. Persistent spiritual awareness leads the seeker towards realization and inner freedom. असे सार साचार ते चोरले से इहि लोचनी पाहता दृश्य भासे निराभास निर्गुण ते आकळेना अहंता गुणे कल्पिता हि कळेना. This shloka teaches a profound lesson about illusion, ego and the true nature of reality. In this verse, Samarth Ramdas explains that the true essence of reality appears to be stolen or hidden because our eyes perceive only the visible world. Everything we see with our physical senses seems real, yet it is merely a temporary appearance. The deeper truth, formless, attributeless, and beyond illusion, cannot be easily understood. The verse highlights that the nirguna or the formless truth cannot be grasped through ordinary perception or imagination. When the mind is clouded by ego or ahankara, it becomes incapable of recognizing the subtle, eternal reality. Even when one tries to imagine or intellectually analyze it, the ego still blocks genuine understanding. The core message is clear. True spiritual knowledge cannot arise while ego dominates the mind. To realize the formless truth, one must transcend pride, illusion, and sensory attachment. Through humility, self-reflection, and inner awareness, the seeker gradually moves closer to experiencing the deeper reality beyond appearances. स्फुरे विषयी कल्पना ते अविद्या स्फुरे ब्रह्मरे जाण माया सुविद्या मुळे कल्पना तो रूपे तेची जाळी विवेके तरी स्वस्वरूपी मिळाली. In this profound verse, Samarth Ramdas explains the subtle difference between ignorance, avidya, and true knowledge, suvidya. The mind constantly creates thoughts and imaginations. When these thoughts revolve around worldly objects, desires, and sensory pleasures, they become avidya, which binds the soul to illusion and suffering. However, when the same mental awareness turns towards Brahman, the ultimate reality, it becomes Suvidya or higher wisdom. This shows that the mind itself is not the problem. Rather, the direction of our thoughts determines whether we remain trapped in illusion or move towards spiritual awakening. Both ignorance and wisdom arise from the same source, the mind's power of imagination. Through viveka or the spiritual discrimination, a seeker learns to distinguish the real from the unreal. When this clarity develops, the mind naturally returns to its true nature, the self or swarupa. Thus, the shloka teaches that liberation is not about destroying the mind but refining it through awareness and discernment, allowing it to merge with the divine truth. स्वरूपी उदेला अहंकार राहो तिणे सर्व अच्छा दिले व्योम पाहो दिशा पाहता ते निशा वाढता है विवेके विचारे विवंचू निपाहे. In this profound verse from Manachi Shlok, Samarth Ramdas explains how ego or ahankar hides our true spiritual nature. When ego rises within the self, it spreads like a dark cloud that covers the vast sky of consciousness. Just as darkness grows when we lose sight of direction at night, ego gradually blinds the mind and creates confusion. The shloka teaches that without self-reflection and discrimination or viveka, a person remains trapped in illusion. Ego makes us believe in false identities, attachments, and limited perspectives, preventing us from experiencing the infinite truth of the self. Samarth Ramdas advises seekers to carefully observe their thoughts and question the influence of ego. Through deep contemplation and spiritual wisdom, one can remove this veil and rediscover the pure, limitless nature of the soul. Ultimately, this verse reminds us that true clarity comes only through awareness, humility, and disciplined self-inquiry. When ego dissolves, the vast sky of inner truth becomes visible once again. जया चक्षुनि लक्षिता लक्षवेण भवा भक्षिता रक्षिता रक्षवेण क्षयातीतो अक्षयी मोक्षदेतो दयादक्षतो साक्षिणे पक्षघेतो. This shloka highlights the mysterious and compassionate nature of the Supreme Reality. It explains that the divine cannot be perceived through ordinary vision. Even when we try to observe it with our physical eyes or intellect, its true essence remains beyond direct perception. The verse also reminds us that worldly existence continuously consumes life through cycles of birth and death, yet the supreme power remains beyond decay and destruction. This eternal force alone grants moksha or liberation to those who sincerely seek truth. Samarth Ramdas emphasizes that the divine is not indifferent, it is filled with compassion and silently witnesses every action. When a devotee walks the path of righteousness and devotion, this compassionate witness naturally supports and protects them. The shloka encourages seekers to move beyond superficial perception and develop inner awareness. True understanding of the divine comes not from the senses but from deep faith, wisdom, and self realization. When one cultivates sincerity and devotion, the eternal and compassionate Supreme Reality guides them towards liberation. विधि निर्मिता लीहितो सर्वभाळी परिलीहितो कोण त्याचे कपाळी हरु जाळितो लोकसंहार काळी परिशेवटी शंकरा कोण जाळी. This shloka reflects on the deeper mystery behind creation, destiny, and dissolution. Samarth Ramdas raises profound questions about the ultimate power governing the universe. The verse says that Brahma, Vidhi, writes the destiny of every being on their forehead. But then a deeper question arises: who writes the destiny of Brahma himself? Similarly, Lord Shiva or Shankara destroys the universe at the time of cosmic dissolution. Yet, who has the power to destroy Shiva? Through these questions, the saint directs the mind towards a higher truth. There exists a supreme, eternal reality beyond even the gods responsible for creation and destruction. This ultimate principle is the absolute truth or Parabrahman, which governs everything yet remains beyond all change. The message for the seeker is clear: do not get limited to visible forces or temporary powers. Instead, seek the eternal source behind all existence. By reflecting deeply and turning inward, one can understand that the divine reality is beyond birth, death, creation, and destruction. In essence, this shloka teaches us to look beyond the apparent controllers of universe and realize the supreme consciousness that governs all. जगीद्वादशादित्य हे रुद्र अक्रा असंख्यात संख्याकरी कोण शक्रा जगी देव धुंडाळिता आढळेना जगी मुख्य तो कोण कैसा कळेना. This shloka reflects on the vastness and mystery of the divine presence in the universe. Samarth Ramdas mentions the 12 Adityas or solar deities, the 11 Rudras, and countless celestial powers that exist in creation. Their numbers and forms are beyond human calculation, even for mighty gods like Indra. The shloka teaches that when we try to search for God only through names, forms, and countless divine manifestations, we become confused. The universe appears full of different deities, energies, and cosmic forces, yet the ultimate truth behind them remains unseen. Human intellect struggles to identify who the supreme reality truly is. Samarth Ramdas gently reminds us that the divine cannot be understood merely by counting or comparing different gods. The supreme exists beyond numbers, beyond forms, and beyond intellectual arguments. True understanding comes only through inner realizations, devotion, and spiritual wisdom. Thus, the message of this shloka is simple yet profound. Instead of getting lost in the diversity of divine forms, seekers should look inward and realize the one supreme consciousness that pervades everything in existence. तुटेना फुटेना कदा देवराणा चलेना ढलेना कदा दैन्यवाणा कलेना कलेना कदा लोचनासी वसेना दिसेना जगीमी पणासी. This profound verse highlights the eternal and unshakable nature of the divine. It tells us that the supreme reality can never be broken, destroyed, shaken, or weakened. Unlike worldly things that constantly change, the divine remains steady beyond all forms of instability and suffering. The shloka also emphasizes that this truth cannot be perceived through ordinary vision. Our eyes fail to see it, and our intellect struggles to grasp it. Why? Because our sense of I or ego, me-pana, blocks the experience of divine experience. As long as ego dominates, we remain disconnected from this higher truth. The divine neither comes nor goes. It is always present, but it cannot be realized until the ego dissolves. To experience the divine, one must transcend ego and look beyond physical perception. True realization comes from inner awareness, not external observation. जया मानिला देव तो पूजिता है, परिदेव शोधूनि कोणी न पाहे. जगी पाहता देव कोट्यानुकोटी, जया मानली भक्ति से तेची मोठी. This profound verse by Samarth Ramdas highlights a subtle truth about devotion and perception of God. It says, people worship the deity they believe in, yet very few truly seek or experience the essence of the divine. In the world, there are countless forms of God, millions of names, idols, and beliefs. Each person follows their own chosen path of devotion. But the shloka emphasizes that greatness does not lie in the number of gods worshipped, but in the depth of one's bhakti or devotion. True spirituality is not about external rituals alone, it is about inner realization. When devotion becomes sincere, focused, and pure, that itself becomes the highest form of worship. The divine is not limited to forms, it is discovered through awareness, faith, and inner connection. The power of devotion lies not in diversity of worship, but in the intensity and authenticity. तिन्ही लोक जेथून निर्माण झाले, तया देवरायासी कोणी न बोले. जगी थोरला देव तो चोरलासे, गुरुवीण तो सर्वथाही न दिसे. This profound verse by Samarth Ramdas highlights a deep spiritual truth about the unseen nature of God. It says that the creator of all three worlds, heaven, earth, and the netherworld, remains unrecognized by most people. Despite being the source of everything, no one truly speaks of or understands him. The shloka uses a striking metaphor. The greatest God seems as if he has been stolen from the world. This means that divine awareness is lost in ignorance, distractions, and material pursuits. People search outside but fail to perceive the divine within. The key message is clear. Without the guidance of a true guru, God cannot be realized. A guru acts as the bridge between ignorance and enlightenment, helping the seeker experience the divine presence that is otherwise invisible. No matter how powerful or ever-present God is, realization requires inner awakening, and that awakening begins with the guidance of a guru. Guru pahata pahata laksh koti, bahu saal mantravali shakti mothi. मनी कामना चेटके धात माता, जनी व्यर्थ रे तो नभे मुक्तिदाता. This powerful verse by Samarth Ramdas highlights the difference between true spiritual guidance and superficial practices. The shloka explains that while there may be countless gurus, powerful mantras, and mystical rituals, not all of them lead to true liberation. Many people get attracted to external displays of spiritual power, chanting, miracles, or occult practices, but these often fulfill only worldly desires and mental cravings. Ramdas Swami warns that if a guru or practice is driven by personal gain, desires, or manipulation, it cannot grant moksha or liberation. Such paths may seem impressive but ultimately distract the seeker. The key message is simple. A true guru is not one who shows power, but one who removes ignorance. Real spirituality is not about fulfilling desires, but transcending them. Choose wisdom over illusion. The right guru leads you inward, beyond desires, towards true freedom. नभे चेटकी चाळकु द्रव्य बोंधु, नभे निंदकु मत्सरु भक्ति मंदु. नभे उन्मतो वेसिनी संग बाधु, जनी ज्ञाया तोचि साधु अगाधु. This powerful verse defines the true qualities of a real saint or sadhu by clearly stating what a saint is not. A true saint is not someone who deceives others for money, nor someone who indulges in criticism, jealousy, or weak devotion. They are not arrogant, addicted, or influenced by bad company. Instead, a genuine saint is deeply wise, detached, and spiritually grounded. Their knowledge is vast and pure, and their presence uplifts the society. The message is simple yet profound. Spiritual greatness is not in appearance or words, but in purity of character and wisdom. नभे वाऊगी चाहुटी कामपोटी क्रिये वीणवाचाळता तेची मोठी मुखे बोलिल्या सारखे चालता हे मना सद्गुरु तोची शोधूनि पाहे. This powerful verse teaches the importance of authentic action over empty words. Samarth Ramdas warns against people who speak big but lack real effort or sincerity in their deeds. The line "Kriye veni vachalta" highlights a common flaw: talking without action. True wisdom is not in what we say, but in how we live. Words without practice are meaningless. The shloka also urges us to look beyond appearances. Not everyone who speaks spirituality is a true guide. A real Sadguru is one whose actions reflect their teachings. The final message is clear: live what you speak and seek a guru who does the same. जने भक्त ज्ञानी विवेकी विरागी कृपाळु मनस्वी क्षमावंत योगी प्रभु दक्ष व्युत्पन्न चातुर्य जाणे तयाचे नियोगे समाधान बाणे. This powerful verse describes the qualities of an ideal human being, one who is spiritually evolved and socially wise. A true person of wisdom is devoted or bhakta, knowledgeable or jnani, and discerning viveki. They are detached vairagi from worldly distractions, yet deeply compassionate and kind towards others. Such a person is not weak. They are mentally strong or manasvi, forgiving, kshamavant, and disciplined like a yogi. They understand situations intelligently, act skillfully, and remain composed in all circumstances. The key message is simple yet profound. When you associate with such enlightened individuals, inner peace and true contentment naturally arise. नभेतेची जाळे नसेतेची आले कळो लागळे सज्जनाचे निबोले अनिर्वाच्य ते वाच्य वाचे वदावे मना संत आनंत शोधित जावे. This profound verse highlights the subtle nature of spiritual realization. The line "Navhe tochi jale, nase techi ale" suggests that truth is beyond ordinary perception. It is neither something newly created nor something that arrives externally. It always exists, but realization dawns only through inner awareness. Through Sajjana Chaini Bole, the shloka emphasizes the importance of guidance from wise and enlightened beings. Their words help unravel spiritual mysteries and cannot be understood through logic alone. The phrase Anivarchyate Vachya Vache Vatave points to a deep paradox. The ultimate truth is indescribable, yet saints attempt to express it through words for the benefit of seekers. Finally, the message is clear. The mind must continuously seek the infinite truth through the company of saints or sant. Spiritual growth is a journey of sincere inquiry, humility, and satsang, good association. लपावे अति आदरे राम रूपी भयातीत निश्चित ये स्वस्वरूपी कदा तो जनी पाहता ही दिसेना सदाइक्यतो भिन्न भावे वसेना. This shloka teaches the importance of deeply immersing oneself in the divine essence of Ram with utmost reverence and humility. It suggests that when the mind dissolves into devotion, one transcends fear and begins to experience their true inner nature, calm, fearless, and eternal. The verse highlights a subtle truth. The divine cannot always be perceived through ordinary vision. Even when we try to see it externally, it may remain unseen. Why? Because the ultimate reality is not separate from us. It exists in unity beyond all duality and differences. Sant Ram Das emphasizes that true spiritual realization comes when the sense of separation fades, when the illusion of I and other disappears, one naturally abides in oneness. This is the state where devotion matures into self realization. Seek the divine within, not outside. When ego dissolves, unity is experienced effortlessly. सदा सर्वदा रामसन्निध आहे, मना सज्जना सत्यशोधून पाहे. अखंडित भेटी रघुराज योगू, मना सांडिरे मीपणाचा वियोगू. This powerful verse reminds us that Lord Rama's presence is constant and eternal, not distant, but always within and around us. The problem is not his absence, but our lack of awareness. Samit Ramdas urges the mind, mana, to seek truth sincerely. A pure and sincere seeker, Sajjan, will realize that divine connection is never broken. The phrase Akhandit Bheti highlights that union with Raghuraj or Lord Rama is continuous. However, the only barrier is Mipana or ego sense of I. God is always present, not something to be attained externally. True realization comes through inner search and sincerity. Ego is the only obstacle separating us from divine connection. Letting go of I leads to eternal union with the divine. भूते पिंड ब्रह्मांड हे ऐक्य आहे, परी सर्व ही स्वस्वरूपी न साहे. मना भासले सर्व काही पहावे, परी संग सोडून सुखी रहावे. This powerful verse highlights the deep spiritual truth that the individual body or pind and the universe Brahmand are essentially one. Everything in existence is interconnected, reflecting a unified cosmic consciousness. However, despite this oneness, the human mind struggles to remain rooted in its true nature. The shloka teaches that while we perceive and experience the world in many forms, these are often illusions created by attachment and ego. The mind gets entangled in external appearances, forgetting its inner divine essence. The key message is simple yet profound. Observe everything, understand the world, but do not get attached to it. True happiness lies in detachment or vairagya, where one remains shant and content without being influenced by worldly distractions. By letting go of unnecessary attachments, the mind becomes free, peaceful, and aligned with its true swarupa or inner self. This is the path to lasting peace and spiritual fulfillment. देहे भान हे ज्ञान शस्त्रे खुडावे, विदेहीपणे भक्ति मार्गे चिजावे. विरक्ती बळे निंद्य सर्वै त्यजावे, परी संग सोडून सुखी रहावे. This powerful verse guides us towards inner freedom by breaking our attachment to the physical body and worldly distractions. It teaches that Dehabhan, the constant identification with the body, must be cut away using the sharp weapon of true knowledge or jnana. When we stop seeing ourselves as just the body, we begin to experience a deeper spiritual identity. The shloka further emphasizes walking the path of devotion or bhakti with a videhi attitude, meaning living in the world yet remaining inwardly detached. This balance allows us to fulfill responsibilities without being emotionally entangled. It also highlights the importance of vairagya or detachment. With strong dispassion, one should consciously give up negative habits, toxic influences, and anything spiritually degrading. However, the key message lies in the final line. True happiness comes from letting go of unnecessary attachments and association. मही निर्मली देव तोळ खावा, जया पाहता मोक्ष तत्काळ जीवा. तया निर्गुणा लागी गुणी पहावे, परी संग सोडून सुखी रहावे. This shloka teaches us to recognize the divine as the creator of the entire universe. Everything we see earth, life, and existence is a manifestation of God. True wisdom begins when we shift our vision from the material world to the Creator behind it. The verse highlights that merely realizing God's presence can instantly liberate the soul. Moksha or liberation is not a distant goal, it becomes attainable the moment we truly perceive the divine essence in everything around us. However, the Supreme is Nirguna, without attributes, beyond human qualities. To understand this formless reality, we must begin with Saguna, with qualities, devotion, virtues, and righteous actions act as a bridge to the higher truth. The final message is powerful. Detached from worldly attachments, by letting go of unnecessary associations and desires, one can live peacefully and experience true inner happiness. नभे कार्यकर्ता नभे सृष्टिभर्ता पुरे हो न परता न लिम्पे विवर्ता तया निर्विकल्पासि कल्पित जावे परिसंग सोडूनि सुखी रहावे. This shloka reveals a profound truth about the ultimate reality. It teaches that the Supreme is not the doer or karta, nor the sustainer of creation in a personal sense. It exists beyond all actions, untouched by the changes and illusions of the world, vivarta. This means that what we perceive as creation and activity is only an appearance, not the true nature of the Absolute. The verse further emphasizes that the Nirvikalpa state, a state beyond thoughts, duality, and imagination, is the true essence of the divine. However, since the human mind operates through concepts, we must initially imagine or contemplate the state to move closer to it. Gradually, through spiritual practice, this imagined understanding transforms into direct realization. The key message is simple yet powerful, detached from worldly attachments or sangha. When we stop identifying with illusions and false roles, we naturally experience inner peace and lasting happiness. In essence, this shloka guides us to rise above ego, actions, and mental constructs, and to live in shantata or peace by embracing detachment and self-realization. देहे बुद्धिचा निश्चयो जाढलेना तया ज्ञानकल्पान्तकाळीकलेना परब्रह्म तेमी पणेया कलेना मनीशून्य अज्ञान हे मावलेना. This shloka highlights a powerful spiritual truth. As long as a person remains firmly attached to body consciousness, Deha Buddhi, true knowledge can never arise even at the end of time. When one strongly identifies with the body and ego, the realization of Parabrahma, the supreme reality, remains out of reach. The sense of I or ego blocks the understanding of the universal self. Despite learning, rituals, or intellectual effort, such a person cannot grasp the ultimate truth. The verse further explains that ignorance does not fade easily. The mind remains trapped in emptiness, not the divine void, but a state of confusion and lack of awareness. Without detachment from ego and body identity, spiritual awakening is impossible. To experience true knowledge and realize the Supreme, one must let go of ego, detach from body consciousness, and transcend the illusion of individuality. मनाना कळेना ढळे रूप ज्याचे दुजे वीण ते ध्यान सर्वोत्तमाचे तया खूण ते हीन दृष्टांत पाहे तिथे संग निसंग दोन्ही नसाहे. This shloka highlights the nature of the supreme reality that the mind cannot fully grasp or disturb. It points to a divine form that is beyond change, beyond comprehension, and beyond duality. True meditation, therefore, is not about focusing on something external but realizing that which exists without a second, pure, non-dual awareness. The verse emphasizes that any attempt to describe or symbolize this ultimate truth through comparisons or examples falls short. The Supreme cannot be limited by human language or imagination. It is subtle, formless, and beyond all conceptual boundaries. A key insight here is the idea of transcending both attachment or sangha and detachment nisanga. Even the notion of being detached can become a subtle form of attachment. The highest state is one where both are dissolved, leading to pure existence and inner stillness. In essence, this shloka teaches that the path to the highest realization lies in silent awareness, where the mind neither clings nor rejects but simply rests in the truth of oneness. न भेजाणता नेणता देवराणा नैवर्णिता वेदशास्त्रा पुराणा न भेदृश्य अदृश्य साक्षीतयाचा श्रुतीणेणती नेणतीयन्तत्याचा. This profound verse reveals the true nature of supreme reality beyond human comprehension. It says that the divine cannot be fully known by intellect or ignorance, nor can it be adequately described by sacred texts like the Vedas, Shastras, or Puranas. Even what we perceive as visible or invisible cannot capture its essence. The key insight here is transcendence. The ultimate truth is beyond all categories, beyond knowledge, beyond perception, and even beyond the role of a witness. Despite centuries of spiritual exploration, even the scriptures admit their limitation in defining the infinite. This shloka gently reminds seekers to move beyond intellectual pride and conceptual understanding. Instead of trying to define God, one must experience the divine through inner realization and spiritual practice. In essence, the verse teaches humility in the spiritual journey. True wisdom begins where words, logic, and descriptions end. वसे हृदयी देवतो कोण कैसा पुसे आदरे साधकु प्रश्न ऐसा देहे टाकिता देव कोठे पाहातो परिमागुता ठाव कोठे राहातो. This profound verse raises a deeply spiritual question. Who is the divine that resides in our heart, and what is his true nature? A sincere seeker filled with humility begins to inquire within, seeking not intellectual answers but direct experience. The shloka highlights a powerful paradox. While we say that God lives in the heart, what happens when the body is left behind? Where does the divine presence go? And if we try to trace or locate him, where can he truly be found? The message is clear. The divine is not confined to the physical body or any single location. God is beyond form, beyond space, and beyond sensory perception. The idea of God in the heart is a pointer meant to guide the seeker inward, not limit the infinite. True realization comes when one transcends body consciousness and understands that the divine is all-pervading, eternal, and inseparable from existence itself. The seeker must shift from questioning where to experiencing what is. वसे हृदयी देव तो जाण ऐसा न भाचे परी व्यापकु जाण तैसा सदा संचलायेत ना जात काही तया वीण कोठे रिता ठाव नाही. This profound verse teaches that the divine is not distant or separate. It resides within your own heart. The seeker is urged to recognize God as all-pervading, just like the infinite sky. Just as the sky surrounds everything without limitation, the divine presence exists everywhere, beyond boundaries and form. It further explains that God is not something that comes or goes. The divine is constant, eternal, and ever-present. Movement, change, and arrival belong to the material world, but not to the Param Satya or ultimate truth. The key realization here is powerful. There is no place where God is absent. Every space, every moment, and every being is filled with its divine presence. The idea of emptiness without God simply does not exist. For a spiritual seeker, this shloka shifts the focus inward. Instead of searching externally, one must recognize and anubhav or experience the divine within. This awareness leads to peace, unity, and a deeper connection with existence itself. कदा ओळखी माझी दुजे दिसेना मनी मानसी द्वैत काही वसेना बहुता दिसापली भेट झाली विदेहीपणे सर्व काया निवाली. This shloka reveals the ultimate state of spiritual realization where duality completely dissolves. The seeker reaches a point where no other exists. Everything is experienced as one unified reality. The mind, once filled with distinctions and comparisons, becomes still and free from dualistic thinking. When this deep inner recognition arises, it feels like a long awaited reunion with one's true self. The phrase Apali Bhet Zali, meeting oneself, signifies self realization, where the seeker and the divine are no longer separate. This is not an intellectual understanding, but a direct living experience. As a result, the body consciousness fades away, Videhipani, and attachment to physical identity dissolves. The individual no longer identifies with the body or ego, but abides in pure awareness. In essence, this verse teaches that true liberation comes when duality ends and one realizes their oneness with the absolute reality, a state of peace, unity, and transcendence beyond the body and mind. मना गुजरे तुझे प्राप्त झाले परियंतरी पाहिजे यत्न केले सदा श्रवणे पाविजे निश्चयासी धरी सज्जन संगती धन्य होसी. This powerful verse guides the seeker towards inner transformation through consistent effort and the right company. The shloka reminds us that spiritual wisdom is already within reach, but merely knowing this truth is not enough. The mind must actively strive inward, cultivating awareness and discipline. True realization doesn't happen passively, it requires intentional inner effort. It emphasizes the importance of continuous listening or shravan, absorbing spiritual teachings regularly. This repeated exposure strengthens conviction and removes doubts, leading to clarity and stability in one's path. Most importantly, the verse highlights the value of Sajjan Sangati, company of the wise and virtuous. Being around enlightened or positive individuals naturally elevates our thoughts, actions, and spiritual growth. Such association acts as a catalyst, helping us stay aligned with truth and purpose. मना सर्व हि संग सोडून ध्यावा अति आदरे सज्जनाचा धरावा जयाचे निसंगे महादुःख भंगे जनी साधने वीण सन्मार्ग लागे. This shloka delivers a powerful message about the importance of association in shaping our inner and outer life. It advises the mind to let go of all unnecessary attachments and instead embrace the company of noble and virtuous people, satsang, with deep respect. Why is this so important? Because the company we keep directly influences our thoughts, actions, and ultimately our destiny. When we surround ourselves with wise and spiritually elevated individuals, even deep rooted sufferings begin to dissolve. Their presence naturally guides us towards clarity, peace, and higher purpose. The most profound insight here is that true transformation does not always require complex practices or rituals. Simply being in the presence of right people can gently and effortlessly lead us to the path of righteousness or Sanmarga. मना संग हा सर्व संगास तोडी मना संग हा मोक्ष तत्काळ जोडी मना संग हा साधना शीघ्र सोडी मना संग हा द्वैत निशेष मोडी. This powerful shloka emphasizes the transformative impact of association or sangha on the human mind. It teaches that the right company has the ability to break all other attachments. When the mind connects with noble, wise, and spiritually elevated influences, it naturally detaches from worldly distractions. Such uplifting association leads directly to moksha, not gradually but almost instantly. It accelerates spiritual growth by dissolving unnecessary practices and complexities. Instead of struggling through prolonged rituals, the right company simplifies the journey. Most importantly, this shloka highlights that true association destroys duality or dvaita, the illusion of separation between self and the divine. When duality ends, unity is realized, bringing inner peace and clarity. मनाचीशते ऐकता दोषजाति मति मंदते साधना योग्य होती चढे ज्ञान वैराग्य सामर्थ्य अंगी म्हणे दास विश्वासता मुक्ति भोगी. This powerful verse highlights the transformative impact of consistently listening to spiritual wisdom. It teaches that by repeatedly absorbing teachings meant for the mind, our inner dosha, flaws, and impurities begin to fade naturally. Even a person with a dull or distracted intellect, mati mand, becomes yogya, fit for spiritual practice. As understanding deepens, three key qualities arise within: Gyan, true knowledge; Vairagya, detachment; and Samarthya, inner strength. These are not forced, they grow organically through sincere listening and reflection. The poet thus emphasizes that with firm faith, Vishwas, one doesn't just seek liberation, they actually experience it. This shloka reminds us that spiritual growth is accessible to all, regardless of where we start, as long as we stay consistent and receptive.